All right, cool. Into the draft. Here we go. So on the left we have Match Ready, and on the right we have Mnaval. This is the first match of Season 11 for these teams, Div A West. They have not played anybody else yet, so this is going to be their first match, best of 3. We're going to see how it plays out. So I'm actually really curious to see what the bans are. It's probably going to be pretty standard stuff. Abathur. I'm actually not surprised by that at all. Mnaval, I know, has a tendency to ban Abathur in general, just from some insider knowledge that I have as a privileged caster / streamer. No, I'm just kidding. I did cast a scrim of theirs, and they banned Abathur every game, so I'm not too surprised by that. And then over here for Match Ready, I wouldn't be surprised to see a Hogger ban, or something in that vein, just to kind of get rid of some of the strong picks. Since the season hasn't really... Oh, Garrosh ban, okay. That's a good ban, gets rid of a strong front line. Garrosh has a lot of really good engage and blow-up potential with a good team follow-up, so that's a good ban. I like it. I personally hate Garrosh, so I am a fan of any Garrosh bans. Also, if you will direct your attention to that prediction with channel points, I know most of you probably don't have any channel points, but hey, if you follow, you get some extra channel points, and you can use those to make a bet on which team will win. Match Ready or Mnaval. Oh, did you guys hear that, by the way, or was that just me? Because I gotta follow, and I just want to make sure that that noise isn't gonna pop up for you guys, because that might get annoying. You heard it. Damn. Damn! I don't know how to fix that. But we'll figure that out later. Mnaval banned out Chromie. Chromie's a really strong pick right now, so... The Uther ban. Okay, so Hogger gets through the draft phase. Hogger is pretty strong right now, so I would not be surprised if Mnaval picks it up. It didn't pop. Yeah, hopefully it won't be too bad. Oh well. You'll just have to live with it. I'm sorry. I'm a scrub. So, if it annoys you, my bad, bro. Alright. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see a Hogger as a first pick, just because he is really strong. He's got a lot of good backline damage, etc. Speaking of etc., their first pick is instead going to be ETC. So they're picking up their tank. ETC is always a solid first pick, in my opinion. He provides a lot of stun CC for his team. Good front line. You really can't go wrong with an ETC. But there's still a lot of good tanks available right now. So it was a beautiful segue. Thank you. I thought it was pretty good. But see, now I'm talking about it, so I ruined the magic. There's the Johanna. I was actually about to say that. There's a lot of really good, strong tanks out right now. Johanna being one of them, so I'm not surprised at all to see Match Ready picking up the Johanna. And they're following it up with the Stukov, which is some good sustained healing. Stukov provides a lot of blow up if he goes some specific talents where he can root and silence. There's a lot of good things that a good Stukov player can do, so we'll see how that plays out. But even if he's not landing his combos, or if he doesn't go that particular build, he just provides a lot of solid healing. The response from Mnaval is going to be Hanzo and Brightwing. So some global potential with the Brightwing. I wonder if they're going to go stage dive with that ETC. I kind of doubt it. I suspect it's still going to be a Mosh. But that does provide them some interesting potential of a global comp with an ETC stage dive, Brightwing, teleport, etc., etc. And the Hanzo, just some range poke damage. Blaze is going to be the ban for Match Ready. Blaze is a really strong offlane hero, so they're trying to choke out the offlane. I would be kind of interested to see if Mnaval goes for a second main tank and just uses the ETC as an offlane with that stage dive. I think that would be an interesting pick. But if not, if ETC is going to be their main tank, then they're going to be looking for another offlaner. And so Blaze is a good ban for Match Ready. Mnaval's going to ban out the Cassia, which is just a good range, solid damage dealer. Pretty strong right now, so that's actually not too surprising, just getting rid of some of the stronger picks. Since, honestly, Match Ready already has their tank, they already have their healer, like they're Gucci, they can do pretty much whatever they want. So, yeah, that is true, Himmy. A Mosh into a Johanna is a bit scary. It's still doable though, right? Like if you get into the back line and you get into a good position, you can still Mosh it. It's just a lot harder. And a lot of times you want to pick the Mosh up just to have it as a threat. Even if you're not really using it, if you can just use it as a pick, it can still get a lot of value. Match ready though, gonna pick up the Maiev and the Orphea. That's actually a terrifying combo. If the Maiev goes Cage and the Orphea goes the Eternal Feast, set up with Johanna, Blessed Shield, and the Poland, they can set up some really nasty wombos. On the other side, it looks like we're gonna have a Deathwing in the offlane, is my guess. Oh no, wait, just kidding. That is gonna be a Deathwing in the 4-man, most likely, because they also picked up a Leoric, which is almost certainly gonna be their offlane. So Leoric's probably going to be their offlane. Deathwing's probably going to be roaming with the 4-man, my guess. Honestly, they have a lot of options here. They can kind of do whatever they want with that. So I'm interested to see how that shakes out, but I'm pretty sure Leoric is going to be in the offlane with the Deathwing, with the 4-man, as the extra damage. And then the Malthael as the offlane pick for Match Ready. That's going to be really strong against the Deathwing. That's a lot of health for Malthael to chunk with his % damage. So that's a really strong response to that. And that is also their offlane pick. So, a little, I was going to say a little light on the CC, but the Johanna with the Blessed Shield and then all of the Maiev shenanigans and Stukov shenanigans that they're going to bring means that they're probably going to be pretty good on the CC side of things. However, Mnaval is going to have a pretty good amount of CC with the ETC, the Deathwing with his stuns if he stays in Worldbreaker form, the Brightwing Polymorph, the Hanzo Arrow, the Leoric Entomb. They have a lot of potential to get some good picks and blow people up. So, really interested to see. Oh, shoot. It is not Himibo. So, that was actually my bad. That was one of the things I was supposed to set up beforehand. I'll have to change it after this game. That's my bad. So Super Procaster already screwing it up. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and reset. That's a good point. So I will be right back, and then we'll call out the start of this game.
The battle begin.
All right, and we're back. Okay, so real quick, on the left side, we've got GG Grace on the Malthael. We've got... Oh, gosh, that's so hard to read when they're moving around so much. Sugar Bear? No. All right. MR Teal on the Johanna. We've got Grace on the Malthael, like I said. You know what? I'm going to call you out later. My bad. We'll do it next time. So, here we go. Into the match. So, just your typical Schlog in the beginning, in the middle. Lots of damage on the Johanna, but he seems good. Yeah, they're going to just break up. Throw out some damage, throw out some spells, and then move on. They are doing the 4-man rotation up top with the Deathwing, like I said, as the 4-man rotation. Leoric is going to come down here to the bottom lane. It looks like they're going to just rush this camp, which is interesting. So they just send Orphea up to the top in order to do... Yeah, no problem. Sorry, thanks for calling that out. That was my bad. I had it all set, and then I changed it because I was streaming earlier today. Anyways, doesn't matter. It's all fixed now. So they have the Johanna in the mid, soaking up the lanes. We have Orphea in the top, soaking up lanes. And then they just rushed down and got their turret as fast as possible. And it looks like they're rotating up onto the Deathwing, but that's a meaty boy. I don't think they're going to be able to do anything about that. This Deathwing is just going to walk away and not even care about that. So, and then, meanwhile, Mnaval is going to pick up their turret as well. And bottom lane is going to be pretty much at a standstill. I don't expect anybody to hard win that match at all. Match ready, rotating down, seeing if they can get some kind of pick. Ooh, that's a big pull on the ETC. The silence gonna bring him down to about 1/3 of his health, but he should be fine. Really, containment disc. That would be interesting to see. But we're gonna go back to the 4-man rotation, top and bottom, or mid, I mean. This Johanna getting caught out. Does she have her unstoppable? She does. She's going to be able to walk away with that Stukov heal and be just fine. I was a little bit worried about that. The CC did come out, but she was able to use her Blessed Shield, or not her Blessed Shield, just her normal shield and walk away. Is there any chance Dragon Strike plus Intune combo? I absolutely think it is possible. I wouldn't be too surprised, although I feel like the CC that you get from Dragon Arrow is just too good to pass up, but I mean, we'll see what they do. If they do go for that Wambaru, it definitely is an option. I'm just wondering if that's going to be enough time, right? The Entomb, maybe. I could see it working. Alright. Looks like Match Ready is going to try to take this field camp. ETC is scouting it out. They know it's there. They're going on the ETC. He's got really low. That teleport comes in just in time. ETC is still alive, is able to slide away, which means they're going to be able to re-engage on this. The Orphea gets dropped super low by these Hanzos. Some great shots by the Hanzo. It looks like Mnaval is going to be able to take the camp after all. And they get the heal as well. Very well played. Very well played. That ETC got super low, but that Brightwing heal came in just in time in order to clutch them, keep him alive. The Hanzo gets pulled back, sucked in, dealt a lot of damage, but not enough to actually lock him down and get him dead. So they are going to be able to walk back, reset, get those Brightwing heals, and he's going to be just fine. Oh, Leoric rotated up. I was like, where's the bottom lane? He rotated up to be a part of that kill, or attempt, and nothing's going to come of it. So we have Deathwing up top, soaking between the two lanes. We've got ETC sitting on that point. Looks like Match Ready is going to get another turret in preparation. But Mnaval is doing the exact same thing, and it doesn't look like anybody's going to contest it. So both teams are going to have 2 turrets ready, but Mnaval is going to have that heal. Oh, overlay. Thanks, guys. Like I said. There we go. First time casting. There's going to be some oops. Some oops. There's some oops. We'll get the hang of it. Alright, Johanna's sitting on the point. Deathwing, though, big body. It's going to be hard to fight into. Johanna's pushing in. It looks like Match Ready is looking to try to make a play. ETC slide out. Maiev pull. Brightwing's going to just teleport in and heal him right back up. They're full health. Deathwing's flying in with the destruction. Some stuns. Oh, and that is Mnaval with the first objective. ETC hopping in with the Brightwing as well. They're going to be able to push down this mid. I suspect that they're going to just do some damage to this wall and then rotate top immediately. Match Ready trying to do as much damage as they can, even jump back into the backline in order to deal with this Deathwing a little bit. Forces the objective back. Oh my goodness, that Maiev just popped. That damage from the Hanzo and the Deathwing, absolutely too much. Yeah, there we go. We're in the Indian game. So, oh shoot, I do. Nope, that's not it. Dang it. So I thought this was it. Supposed to be, but it looks like it's off. But that's the best we got, so. Sorry, that's what we're gonna have to deal with. Thanks for the critiques, guys, but I'll take what I can from this and we'll try to improve for the next time. I'll try to do it in between matches. So 10 advantage is going to go to Mnaval. They were able to get that objective, push down the wall. They weren't able to rotate anywhere after that. The Match Ready was able to force them to use it in mid. So they didn't get any more value from that, but they did get the kill, which gave them the level of damage. Big E. Oh, that ETC has dropped really low. There's no teleport in time for that. ETC does drop. Great pick by Mnaval, which puts them into another strong position, probably to take this heal camp. Although Match Ready is moving in order to try and get it. Oh, I'm sorry. Mnaval is the one who dropped. So this gives Match Ready a perfect opportunity to take this heal camp. So they're going to be able to get a heal camp of their own. Oh, big jump onto the Hanzo. Oh, and there's the... Oh, my goodness. See, that's what I'm talking about, right? So the big trap by the Maiev, I can't remember the name of it right now, followed by the Orphea damage with the Turtle Feast. On top of that is such a great combo to just dump a whole bunch of damage, and there's nothing they can do about it. And they use that in order to guarantee the Hanzo couldn't jump away. So very well played by Match Ready. That was a very good kill on the Hanzo. And now they have a heal camp. They're getting another turret, while Mnaval gets their own. So as far as objectives go, we're about even. And this is still a pretty even match, although favoring Mnaval currently with structures. But with 2 kills on both sides, honestly, this is still very much even match, and it could go anyway. So, back down to bottom, nothing's really happening, as you might expect. Back up to mid, where the action is happening. Nope, nothing's happening. Just kidding. Back to the 4-man rotation. Let's take a look at talents. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. Gosh, I suck at this. Alright. It's this one? No. Nope. Alright, screw it. We'll look at it later. Big engage onto Mnaval, big mosh! Holy crap, 3 people in the mosh. There's the Stukov silence though, shuts him down. It is a dragon's arrow instead of the stun. Uh-oh. That's a Stukov gone.
Hero.
Interesting. Alright, we're getting to pause. What is the key to pull up talents? Because I thought I knew it, and I don't know it. That's not it. Oh, there it is. There it is. Alright, now how do I show vision again? Oh my goodness. Anybody know how to turn on vision on everybody? Well, thank God we're in a pause right now, you know what I'm saying? Alright.
A protector is almost ready. Access its terminal when I bring it online.
Well. Alt 1. That didn't do it. Control 1 is to get rid of that. How do I show all of the people's visions? It's not Alt 1. Ugh, I hate controls for this.
Activated. Take control of it.
Alright. E. There we go. Thank God. Thank you, dude. Thank you. I am a procaster. Alright, so looks like we're fighting over objective up top. It is still even, although 4 kills on the side of Match Ready versus Mnaval's 2. But this still could go either way. Match Ready was on the point, but they're going to back out. Deathwing moving up. Oh, looks like they're going to grab their camp during the downtime. Meanwhile, Mnaval is going to take this opportunity to get some points. Trying to take that. Oh, okay, good Ghost Walk. Avoid that stun, that pull by the Maiev. All of our ults. Oh, we don't have the Warden's Cage up for Maiev, so that's going to be the big money winner, right? The ETC Mosh is down and the Warden's Cage is down. Those are going to be the big engage tools that both teams really want before they're ready to fight. So I suspect we're going to see a lot of dancing around. Yeah, dude, I'll hit you up in between games. So yeah, we're going to see some dancing around until Warden's Cage is up. Although it looks like we're getting a hard engage. Pull onto the Leoric. There comes the Dragon Strike. Bunch of damage onto the Malthael. He's getting really low, but he just jumps right back in. People are dropping super low. The Leoric goes down. Oh my goodness. The Maiev drops as well from the Deathwing. Meanwhile, Mnaval already got the objective. Oh, and it's just getting destroyed by this Eternal Feast. Oh my goodness. The objective is already down to half health. The Johanna's getting super low, but is able to retreat out through the bottom. Malthael also getting kind of low, but he's dropping out as well. Orpheus is just going to do more damage. I can't believe this objective is already down to half health. That is ridiculous. Leoric is dead, but the Maiev is also dead, which means that Mnaval is going to get a lot of push out of this objective. There goes top fort. And the Leoric, being the Skeleton King, is going to come right back and is ready to go. They're going to come down and try to push this mid fort. And it's going to drop super fast. My goodness, that doesn't stand a chance. They're going to do a bunch of damage, but we have a Brightwing and a ETC inside this mech. When they pop out, they're going to be really difficult to kill. They're moving in. Looks like the Maiev really wants to make something happen. Might have gone a little bit too soon. Yep, is going to have to back out. That is still a surprisingly healthy mech. That is not something you want to fight by yourself in that situation. I think she was trying to get in a position in order to do Warden's Cage when they pop out, which is still looks like is what they're trying to do. Oh, a bunch of damage. The little hand is going to stun her, and then the Hanzo is going to do a ton of damage, which means Sugar Bear is going to have to back out and is not going to be able to engage with that that Warden's Cage, which is really what they were looking for. Seriously? All right, there we go. So they're going to back out, and they're going to just get this turret instead. Mnaval's going to do the exact same thing. As far as objectives, we have 2 turrets on the team, and I think that's it. 1 on each team. So they're going to look to push bottom, although here comes Match Ready. They are looking to engage hard. stun onto the Maiev, damage with the Hanzo, they are able to just back out. Match Ready not able to find the engage that they were really looking for. That is very unfortunate because they needed to make something happen there. They're on even talent tiers. They're down structures. They need to make something happen so that they can get some momentum into this game, clear some of these camps, and start pushing things in. That Deathwing is just so annoying. Like, what do you do against that? This is just a giant wall of meat. And they are going to... Mnaval's going to take this heal camp, which puts them into an objective lead. The ETC doing a really good job of anchoring up here so that they guaranteed that objective, that heal camp. This Maiev really wants to make something happen, man. But unfortunately, with that Brightwing teleport, and then that just gives them a ton of vision, there's nothing really they can do about it. Johanna moving in. Looks like Johanna wants to make something happen, but you can't really do anything against that Deathwing. Like, what do? You can't stun it. You can't stop it. You have to have your Mouthhail. Like, their only damage that is going to be able to do anything against that Deathwing is going to be the Mouthhail. So if there's a Deathwing and this Mouthhail is not on top of him doing a ton of damage, they're just not going to be able to stop him. So this Deathwing is really going to be a problem for Match Ready in the future. So as long as Deathwing is in a good position and is able to do the damage and be annoying in the backline without having to deal too much with Mouthhail, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with. Back down at bottom lane. Mouthhail doing some good damage on the Leoric, but he can just, he can just teleport away and he's good. What's the timer on this? 30 seconds on the camps for both sides. Moving back up middle, looks like they're trying to get engaged on this Deathwing. That's a lot of damage. Deathwing is going down, but there's the protect and there's the ultimate out, and Deathwing is going to be just fine. He's probably going to tap and then fly, or just fly, and he'll be fine. They're going to move up top, clear this camp. Meanwhile, the objective is down at the bottom lane. This is a really rough objective to fight over. With these conveyor belts, it makes fighting in that area very difficult. And in the meantime, it looks like Mnaval is going to try to prepare the scene, and they're just going to push down this fort. Since they had to go up top in order to deal with that top camp. Oh, okay. I thought... wrong team, Deathwing. I thought Deathwing was on the other team. Looks like they're going to retreat, though. That Maiev is trying to get the engage. Oh, that Emerald Wind! Such a strong anti-counter. Holy goodness! Oh, that Eternal Feast is just destroying it! Mnaval. They just got absolutely destroyed. What a strong Eternal Feast done by the Orphea player. Okay, shout out to Cold Fashioned. That was an amazing Eternal Feast. That did so much damage. And they were stunned for so long. I suspect that was a Blessed Shield, but to be honest, I missed it. There was so much going on. I was geeking out about the Emerald Dream. I thought that was such a great tool to disengage against the Maiev, and it just did not matter, because that Eternal Feast absolutely melted Mnaval. That is a great position for Match Ready to be in. Looks like they're going to try to counter and push down this bottom fort. Although it looks like Mnaval isn't sitting on their toes. They're going to go up and try to gank the Mouthhail. Oh, but he is going to be able to walk out. Only did about half his health. He's going to be just fine. But it does mean that they're going to be able to defend this fort with the Leoric down there, because they had to rotate everybody up in order to defend against the Mouthhail. So well played by Mnaval, not sitting back and not doing anything. They went for the aggressive play. They went and tried to get some sort of pick, even though that they lost that team fight. They said, hey, we're going to try to get this Mouthhail and try to make something go our way, even though we're down. And that was the time to do it, right? Because Match Ready has the 20 advantage now, which means they're going to be sitting in a really good spot to fight over this objective. So Mnaval's going to try to get what they can, but I suspect once we start getting into it, they're going to just take what percent they can, and then they're going to back out. As soon as Match Ready hard commits, they're going to just back out. Although Warden's Cage is coming up, which means they're not really going to be able to disengage if this Maiev gets a good pull. Oh yeah, with that Leoric creepy ghosting out, he's going to be just fine. Which means they're going to try to push this fort. Meanwhile, Mnaval is going to be up here taking this heal camp so that they're going to be in a better position to fight over this objective. I think they're going to have time. Yeah, they're going to get this heal camp. They're going to hopefully be able to clear this wave. Oh, they already got 20, so they're on even footing now. Looks like they're going to even try to take this camp as well. I think they still have time. Yeah, that's a fast enough clear. They'll be fine. Which means they're going to be rotating down, and this is going to be the big engage. This might be the engage of the game, to be honest. If either team gets this, they're definitely going to be able to take a keep. I don't know if it'll be game, but it'll be putting them into a very strong position to continue to win the game. Alright, it is on Mnaval to get the engage here. It's on them. The Maiev jumps in order to try to get the the Warden's Cage, big Warden's Cage, big Eternal Feast, so much damage. The Dragon Egg comes out, but it just doesn't matter. That Eternal Feast Warden Cage just destroys. Some good return damage onto the Maya to kill him, but it looks like the Leoric is going to go down. Now it's just a Deathwing left. Everyone else on the team of Mnaval absolutely just getting eaten alive by that Eternal Feast. That combo, that Maiev, like they both died, and it didn't even matter. All they had to do was have the Maiev go in, drop Warden's Cage, drop the Eternal Feast, and they just profit. Like that's all they need to do in order to win these team fights, and they've been doing it consistently this whole game. And by that I mean they've done it at least twice that I can remember. Therefore, consistency, unlike my streaming skills. But they're going to hop into this mech, and they're going to, like I said, they're going to just push down bottom, and that's going to be a key for Match Ready, for sure. This is too strong of a mech. They're not going to be able to stop this in time. With the Malthael up here just clearing waves, so that's kind of a perfect scenario for them. With the rest of Mnaval being dead, they can't really stop that. So, not game, but that is definitely going to put Match Ready into a really strong position. Looks like Mnaval is going to try and catch... Ooh, that was a good dash. That was clever. Clever little dash in order to get out. Although with this Entomb... Nope, not with that hand. Very well done. Very good use of the mech's abilities in order to disengage there. Gets out with 157 health. Very well played. I was a little worried. I thought they were going to engage on that. Although with the Johanna Stukov, that's a hard duo to engage on. Here comes the Maiev. Oh, the Silence Entomb! The Maiev gets absolutely demolished. Oh, Mnaval gets out of the... Oh, my goodness. So you remember that combo that I was talking about and how great it was? It doesn't matter if you silence the Maiev. Very well played by Mnaval. They absolutely melt the Maiev with that Entomb. It looks like Malthael is also getting super low, but the Blessed Shield is going to be able to disengage. Fantastic play by the Leoric. That 20 upgrade with the Silence Entomb. That is how Mnaval is going to win these team fights. If they get caught out by the Warden's Cage and the Eternal Feast, they're going to have a rough time. But if they can drop that Entomb onto one of the key players early enough, either the Orphea or the Maiev or both, then that gives them a clear path to victory for these team fights, which is great to see. They are going to steal that camp, though, that turret camp. And it looks like they are going to push bottom. And there's not a whole lot they can do. With Maiev dead, they really can't stop this too much. So I think this is going to be the last fort going to Mnaval, which is great for them because that bottom keep is already lost for them. So if they can get at least some catapults to be coming down this lane so they don't have to worry about it as much, that'll help them a lot. Alright, and then they're going to come back and clear this camp in order to get another turret. Meanwhile, up here, Match Ready is going to take their camp in order to push out top. With their only advantage right now, structure-wise, is in bottom lane. Everywhere else, Mnaval is actually ahead. Which means Mnaval is going to be pushing everywhere except for bottom lane. So that's actually a pretty good position for them to be in. Excuse me. Meanwhile, Mnaval is going to strong arm into this heal camp. And it looks like, oh, they are going to try to go for the engage. I think this Maiev is looking. He's hunting. He's got the Warden's Cage ready. There's the stun. There's the polymorph. Oh, the Eternal Feast on... Oh, the Maiev didn't get to use his ability, but the ETC moshed on top of the Eternal Feast. The Death Mosh, though! All three teams... Oh, my goodness. So much damage onto the side of Match Ready. The Maiev is down. The Johanna is down. The Stukov is in a bad position. Hanzo's going in for the kill. He's hunting. Looks like that Stukov is going to go down, and the Hanzo is going to be fine. Deathwing getting a little low, but with that heal, they should be fine. The Orphea is also getting caught out. The Leoric is going to move up, and there goes the Orphea. My goodness. Mnaval. Fantastic use of the Mosh and the Death Mosh. That ETC ate all of that Eternal Feast, and then just died, and then CC'd them all anyways. That was a fantastic Death Mosh. Sometimes, man, you don't actually need to land good Moshes. You just need to die in the right spot, and that's all you need to do is ETC to win you the game. Sometimes that is good enough. Looks like they're going to push mid and try to get this mid keep. Oh, there's the Silence Entomb onto the Malthael. Oh, he is going nowhere. Absolutely, instantly dead. Fantastic use of an Entomb. That is such a short cooldown. It is going to be up again in 40 seconds. 40 seconds, and this Leoric can just absolutely shut down another player. I think that they are going to go and try to win. Mnaval is pushing core. And I think they're going to be in a decent position to do that. The Deathwing damage. Brightwing. The Mnaval is dead for 50 seconds. They are down a person for 50 whole seconds. The Mnaval took that talent that increased his death timers. So they're going to have a really rough time. There's the Warden's Cage. Eternal Feast. Big damage. Brightwing gets dropped low, but he is going to be able to get out. The EGC slides and boops everybody out. Mnaval's just going to back out and reset. Oh my goodness! Their core is getting slapped! They're at 80%! Ah! It's too exciting. But Leoric is going to be able to walk out. Oh, there's the Emerald Winds! For the disengage, they're still on the retreat. Johanna hot on the pursuit. Stukov coming down, trying to get a combo. Hanzo jumping over a wall. There's the Maiev jumping in. Oh, the Silence Entomb! Oh, it's too good! It is too good! Silence Entomb, what do you do about that? Maiev wants to engage. She wants to engage so hard, and she just can't. She jumps in, and the Leoric just says, nope. Drops an Entomb on her, and she is absolutely dead every single time. Fantastic play by this Leoric. Like, that level 20 upgrade for the Leoric has single-handedly turned this game so that it looks strongly in Mnaval's favor. Although their core is low, they did take a lot of turret fire in bottom lane, so they did not send somebody down to clear that, which honestly put them in kind of a scary situation, but it looks like they're going to be just fine. It does open up some backdoor potential for Match Ready, but I don't think that they're going to go for it. They're not really in a strong enough position to go for something cheeky like that. So I suspect they're going to just try to clear out lanes. Oh man, that's scary though. This is a late game objective, and they can't contest it. Mnaval's going to get this gigantic robot. This thing slaps at this stage of the game. At 25 minutes, 24 minutes, this thing is going to slap the core. Yeah, no, what are they doing? Yeah, they need to be back right now. Right now. They needed to be back 15 seconds ago. The Deathwing fly on. That giant robot's just going to hit the core. The Eternal Feast is going to do some damage. The Leoric is going to go down. The Brightwing's going to go down, but it doesn't matter. Look at this robot. It's huge. It absolutely destroys. What a fantastic game. Mnaval coming in clutch. Those Leoric Entombs, absolutely fantastic. Fantastic Entombs. Completely shut down the Maiev. The Maiev was doing a lot of stuff early on, 6 deaths, and that was almost entirely because of those Silence Entombs. That MVP definitely going to shot down 007 on that Leoric. His Entombs were absolutely fire. He knew when to hold it. He knew exactly when to drop it, and every single time that he dropped an Entomb, somebody died. What a fantastic game that was. That was a great, great match. Well played to both teams. Fantastic game. Cool. Well, we'll leave it up to the stats. We'll leave it on the stats for a bit here. Yeah, I agree with you, Himi. Honestly, like I said, they needed to engage on that Punisher, or whatever the heck it's called, the giant robot. I forget what it's called. That's embarrassing. But they needed to engage on that thing early. They needed to, like, fight it as it walked up. That was their only shot. And even that is, like, honestly, a terrible, terrible plan. But that was all they had. That was their only option. Because as soon as that thing got up to their core, that core was dead. There was nothing they could do about it. So, but I don't know. They went for the heal. They tried to go for it. It is what it is. Whoops. All right, let's switch over here. There we go. But yeah, man, that was a bit rough. I apologize to everybody for some of the blunders of trying to figure out. I will stretch in a minute. I just want to apologize for some of the streaming blunders that I made, because I definitely made some blunders. So sorry about that. I'll figure it out. I'm already in a more comfortable spot. I know at least how to turn on the view for everybody so that it's not just one-sided. I know some of the quick commands now a little bit better. So yeah, the next match should go a lot smoother. Yeah, that's for sure. Anyways, I'm gonna take a quick break. Let's see here. I'm going to turn off this, and I'm going to turn off my audio here in a second. I'm going to go get some stuff together, figure out what's going on, check on some things, and then we will be back for match number 2. Oh, let me update the stuff real quick. So that one went to Mnaval with the 1. And they picked it, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah. All right. Let me actually check and see what's going on here. Cool. Yeah, so we'll be right back for game number 2 of Match Ready versus Mnaval. Be right back, folks. All right, guys, we're back. Oh, shoot. Not yet. We're almost back. We're very nearly back. We're moments away from being back. I'll put up on camera. I will hydrate. Just for you, Toasty. Appreciate it. Thank you. Brought us back a little bit too early. We were ready to go, but then looks like somebody had to do something last second, so we're back to waiting. But yeah, sorry about the flubs, guys. Hopefully this next match will be a little bit better. I'll try to adjust the overlay to the best of my ability once we get into the game. I will actually introduce both teams. We'll be super professional, and it'll be fantastic. Or it won't, and it'll be awful. But hey, we'll try. Nothing some more beer won't fix. Oh, Yep, somebody dropped. We're waiting. What an exciting first match. That was actually like legit very exciting. That was a fantastic match to watch. I love how as soon as that 20 hit and those entombs started coming online, their combo, their Maiev Orphea combo just ceased to function. And it just absolutely flipped. Just like that. Just 20 advantage, that was it. Well, they didn't even have 20 advantage. Match Ready had 20 before Mnaval, I think. No. Mnaval got it first. So, just kidding. Regardless, it was really cool to see. But yeah, so this is my first time casting. I'll hook up with Himi and we'll try to get some of this stuff fixed. I foresee a lot more casting in my future, so expect more of this. Probably at least one every weekend. It's probably what I'm going to shoot for. All right, looks like we're actually into the game now, so let's pull up the draft. There we go. So this part looks good. So I like this overlay. It's good. I'll just have to adjust the in-game one slightly. It's a little bit too high. Anyways. Alright, second draft, second game. Oh, wait. We need to flip the teams. No, this is still right. Blue is GG Grace. Yeah, okay. So this is still right. We are on Infernal Shrines, though. As the second game. There it is. Cool. Yeah. That silence. The silence isn't too good. Alright, Mnaval coming in with another Abathur ban. Not too surprised. Again, I think they've banned it every single time that I've seen them play. So they either absolutely hate slugs, or they have some other reason that they're banning it. And then another Garrosh ban. So just a repeat of the last game so far. Garrosh ban, Abathur ban, pretty standard. This is Infernal Shrines, which means that they are going to want some good wave clear so that they can clear out those skeletons on those objectives in order to get the Punisher as quickly as possible. Having those good wave clear heroes like a Kael'thas, like a Jaina, like a Kerrigan even, there's a lot of good options for them in order to kill those skeletons quickly. Just something so that they can threaten it from range is going to help them out a lot. So I'm curious to see what their assassin picks are going to be. Meanwhile, looks like Mnaval, right? Yeah, Mnaval is going to ban the Maiev. So they don't want to deal with that again. They said, you know what, that combo was really annoying. They were able to shut it down with the Silence and Tombs, but again, if they hadn't gotten to 20, they would have had a very rough time, because every single time pre-20, it was just a nightmare to deal with that Maiev. And then another Uther ban by Match Ready. So that's the same thing that they banned last time. Gets rid of that double support silliness that can happen. There's the Hogger. See, that's what I was more expecting the first time around. I was surprised to see the Hogger go through the entire draft with nobody picking him up. So the Hogger, that's their off lane. Going to be played by Shutdown007. I'm still not super... Yeah, that Maiev is definitely targeted. That was a targeted ban for sure. Alright, and then there's the Johanna as the follow-up, immediately followed by a Brightwing. The Johanna, very solid front line. You really can't go wrong with the Johanna. Johanna and ETC are like the staples, right? Like if you have either of those, you're fine. And then there's the Brightwing. Might be kind of a counter pick. Mnaval was the ones who ran Brightwing last game. That also gives them some good global presence and a big heal that they can throw onto the Johanna whenever they need it. So Ana as the healer, followed by an ETC for Mnaval. So the ETC, great mosh potential. Again, into a Johanna, it's a little bit scary, but like I said, sometimes you just need it to hit one person. That's it. Or you just need to wait till 20, you get death mosh, and then it doesn't matter. You just die on top of them, and you're good. So with the Ana for the heals, they're going to want something else probably to be disruption. Although the Hogger could do that, right? Like ETC Hogger, that's a lot of disruption. So they could probably keep it Ana safe. So that's actually a pretty solid lineup to keep that Ana safe. the Chromie band. Chromie's a really strong assassin, ranged assassin right now, so not too surprised by that. And with the Ana for the Nano Boost Chromie, that would actually be terrifying, so yeah, pretty much. I would not be surprised if Maiev gets banned more consistently in the future. I mean, they were able to deal with it, but the way they dealt with it was by dedicating a hero and an ultimate to the Maiev exclusively. Like, this is Leoric. My job is to silence the Maiev. That's why I'm here, you know, and that's kind of a rough place to be in. It works, but it's kind of a scary place to be in. So the Cassia ban, that's a solid, again, this is the same stuff. This is the same thing that I had last game. Chrome got banned, Cassia got banned. There's another Orphea. So they're still going to go for the Orphea despite not having the Maiev, and instead are going to pick a Greymane. So that gives them a lot of burst damage with the Greymane, some potential with Curse Bullets. I'm curious to see if he's going to go Curse Bullet or if he's going to go for the Throat and just try to blow up somebody squishy like the Ana or somebody who gets low like an ETC or a Hogger. They can still die if they get low enough. Or if he's going to try to pick up that Curse Bullet to try and burst down some of the tankier heroes. Zul'jin Mephisto. Interesting 1-2 combo. So Zul'jin is a terrifying ranged assassin if he can just be left alone to auto-attack and just do damage. And with the Taz Dingo, even if you dive on him, it's not even a guaranteed kill because he can just Taz Dingo and then either walk away or just continue throwing axes. So they're going to need something, some sort of response, right? A polymorph, they do have a polymorph. There's a Leoric. So Leoric, Silence, Entomb. You can't in Taz Dingo if you're silenced. There you go. So another Entomb. That's not going to do jack... no, that's not true. I lied. They could also use the Entomb pre-20 in order to trap the Shade of the Mephisto. The Mephisto jumps in, does his lightning damage, zip, zip, zap, whatever, bounces back, surprise, Entomb, he can't get anywhere. And that's almost a guaranteed kill because he's not going to have his E up in time in order to jump out and go elsewhere. So we could see it used against the Mephisto. It's really good against the Zul'jin. He doesn't actually have any mobility. The Hogger, well, Hogger's going to bounce all over the place. So that's not a good Entomb target. And ETC is just going to slide through, so. But, yeah, that's probably going to be for the Ana, the Mephisto, and the Zul'jin Entomb. And then later on, it's going to be a Silence Entomb, which, as we saw from the last game, is quite terrifying. But, yeah. So I won't forget my overlay this time. Yeah, he's going to clean up with his Janitor Skin Leoric. Alright, we're going to switch over to the in-game, get rid of my ugly face, and then let's see if I can adjust this slightly. Looks like I can, relatively easy. So hopefully I can adjust that once the game starts and it won't be too big of a problem. Entomb Endless Feast. Oh yeah, you know what? I honestly didn't even think about that. That is a very good point. You don't need a cage if you got an Entomb. So it looks like they're just going for that same combo. That's a really good point. So look for that feast, look for those Entombs into the feast. That's going to be a ton of damage onto whoever they choose to hit. And again, if it's the Mephisto, the Ana, or the Zul'jin, they can't do anything about it as long as it's the Mephisto Shade. So that's going to be a scary combo to deal with. They're going to have the Brightwing for the disengage, the Johanna, and then the Greymane has additional damage on top of that. So, and yeah, I'm going to just manually move it down. So let's drop it some more. Right about, oh yeah, that is weird. I can't, okay, so I can't actually separate it. So your options are, it's going to look like that, but it's going to cover the middle stuff. I think we're gonna do that. It's a little clunky. I'll just tell you how many kills there are. Sorry about that, guys, but I can't actually separate it. Also, it looks like we have a DC. Are they able to rejoin, or are we gonna have to remake? Is the question. This might be a remake. We're gonna find out. If it's a remake, shouldn't be too long. We'll be back in it. I hate you, monkey. I don't know. What do you guys think? Yeah, that's what I think. I think covering the middle stuff is not too big a deal. I wish I could delete it. Potato games, I love it. It's really unnecessary information. I wish it wasn't there. Unfortunately, I would have to edit it, and that's going to take way too long for me to like delete it out of there. That's okay. We'll get it fixed after this. The next cast after this one will be much better. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and introduce everybody. So over here on the left, we have Match Ready. We have MR Sugar Bear on the Gray Mane. We have GG Grace on the Leoric. MR Teal on the Johanna. Paper Wall on, who's that? That's the Brightwing. And then we have Cold Fashioned on the Orphea yet again. Over here on Mnaval, the victors of the last match, we've got Crimson Chin on the Zul'jin. Shotdown 007 on the Hogger, Realistic on the Ana, Seer on the Mephisto, and the only Navi on ETC. And now for the customary slapping against each other into the middle lane for no apparent reason at all whatsoever, except for to give Zul'jin extra stacks. Which it looks like Game Ready is not, or Match Ready is not going to play that game. They're going to sit back. Oh no, just kidding. They're here to play. Which means Zul'jin. I need to stop shaking the camera. My bad. Which means Zul'jin is going to be happy to start stacking. Although they're just going to clear the wave and immediately rotate bottom. So fast rotation for Match Ready. Very well played. They're not even playing with this Zul'jin. Trying to refuse him as many stacks as they possibly can. Here comes Mnaval down to clear the wave. Gray Mane throwing out some damage. And then they're going to rotate right back up with the Johanna. Oh, just kidding. It looks like Leoric is going to be doing 2-lane soaking. Which is going to be a bit hard, but I think he can do it. I think he needs a couple levels before he can actually do this effectively. There's a talent that lets him hit the wave really strong with his Q, which actually lets him do this double soaking very effectively. But meanwhile, Hogger's going to push down the top lane. Meanwhile, down here on this camp, Match Ready already took their camp, and they're here to steal Mnaval's. They say, you know what? Leoric's got this. We're going to just take all of the camps. See? Oh, nice. Yo, I didn't even know that, bro. Thank you. All right, look at all this. Look at all this. I can see so much. I don't have to move my camera as much. Mephisto out for the damage. They're just going to clear this camp, which leaves them free to come down and just clear this wave and take the bottom camp to leave that to push. Meanwhile, Leoric is actually doing a pretty good job of double soaking. They are ahead in experience. I mean, they did get that camp, but they're a whole half level ahead. Which is a pretty good position to be in. And they can't really kill this Leoric. And they're going to push down bottom. Looks like they might be able to take a tower out of this. They're going to have to back out immediately. The Gray Mane, that's just so much siege damage. But they're backing out. The ETC does some stunning, but the Johanna's able to just make sure that they all walk out, no problem. And now they just have to clear this camp. Looks like Match Ready is putting themselves into a very strong position for this early game. They're a level, well, yeah, almost a full level ahead. Pretty close. They got the Johanna soaking mid, the Leoric soaking top, the Brightwing soaking bottom with that teleport. Orphea, Gray Mane taking this camp at a very good time. The macro by Match Ready so far has just been on point. They have taken every single camp. The map is blue, other than this camp, which Mnaval is taking just now. Meanwhile, they already have this camp pushing, and they're going to be positioning themselves, getting ready for this first objective. And it is up. Mnaval did take their camp, so they are ready to let that top lane just push. Match Ready already in a position to start clearing up these skeletons. Mephisto jumping in, trying to do some damage. The ETC, Zul'jin trying to get stacks. Oh, it's early game, so it's anyone's guess right now. Leoric trying to do some damage. Big damage onto the Zul'jin, but he's going to be able to back up, and with the Ana heals, he's going to be just fine. Mephisto jumping in, doing some damage. A lot of damage being thrown around, but not a whole lot happening. Oh, looks like Match Ready is getting super low. The Orphea dropping super low and is going to go down. The Johanna low as well is also going to fall. Leoric trying to get away. Does he have his Ghost Walk? The entire team of Mnaval is on top of him. Oh, and there's the stun into the damage from the Hogger. The Leoric goes down 2. 3 down. That absolutely just flipped the tables. I was so ready to say Match Ready had this one in the bag. They played that early game so well, getting all these camps, getting themselves into the best possible position. And Mnaval just said, you know what, we don't care. We're going to just win on the objective, kill 3 of you, and push with this first objective down mid lane. Good damage onto the Punisher. It is going to drop fairly fast. With this Zul'jin, they're going to get some value out of it. It looks like they're going to get the wall, but that's about it. And the Johanna moving in, but yeah, there's nothing really you can do. With this ETC, like, you can't get past that. He's just going to push them all back. Mephisto down here soaking. Hogger up here soaking. Leoric as a counter. Brightwing as a counter. So very well played by Mnaval. That brought them back into an even playing field with a slight advantage. They did a little bit of damage and almost took that entire mid wall. Camps taken by both sides. Looks like they're going to clear mid. Mnaval probably going to be in a position, yeah, they're going to clear out that camp first, which leaves Match Ready to take this bot camp, to leave that to push. And if they rotate smart, they might be able to do something here, but it looks like Mnaval's rotating down for that defense, and they did it in a smart way, so and soon enough, so it doesn't look like Match Ready's going to be able to do anything. In fact, Mnaval looks like they kind of want to fight, at least get Zul'jin some stacks, and he's happy to just auto-attack Johanna and get as many stacks as he can. That blind kind of stopping some of it, but, I mean, at the end of the day, you can't stop it for long. Any of these little skirmishes, anything where they're just throwing auto attacks and health is getting lost, but it's just getting healed back up, favors Mnaval because they have that Zul'jin. That stacking Zul'jin is going to eventually start to get out of control. Let's look at his stacks so far. So not a whole lot yet, but it's going to start getting scary. And if he keeps playing well and gets into these engagements where he's just free to auto attack, he's going to start doing a lot of damage, and that's going to be a problem. Okay, the 10 is up. Both teams have it. No advantage there. They're pretty even. They're honestly just kind of waiting for the next objective. Although Mnaval is going to push this bot. They saw enough people top that they said, yeah, we can push this. They're going to need to start backing out like right now. Match Ready is... Oh, the missed Blessed Shield. The Entomb on the Zul'jin. He does have Tazdingo. He can't be killed, but he's taking so much damage. He drops anyways. Mephisto's trying to throw out some damage. That Blessed Shield absolutely whiffed. That feels super bad. Oh, the mush! The 4-man mush! Oh my god! They are all just getting demolished. What an amazing mosh. The only Na'Vi with such an amazing mosh. That means this Greymane is probably going to go down. Yep, he drops. Brightwing, the only one to survive that massive, massive mosh. Leoric just soaking lanes, says, man, that really sucks. I wish I could do something about that. Too bad I got to be mopping up all these lanes. And he's going to go right back to it. What a fantastic mosh by Mnaval. Oh, that was an amazing play. They turned a bad situation. Their Zul'jin was dead with that tomb and that Endless Feast, Eternal Feast, that's the name of it. On top of that Zul'jin, even with Tazdingo, he went down, and they just said, you know what, it's fine. I'll just mosh everybody, and then we can kill them all. With the Mephisto damage, that's all you need. That was a fantastic play. So they're going to take this camp, which means Match Ready is going to take their camp, and Mnaval is in a strong position to get this objective. They're already 15 skeletons up. God, that is so obnoxious. Look at that auger. Look at that auger. What do you do about that? What do you do about that? That is so strong. Oh, the Blessed Shield, huge engage. Zul'jin does have Tazdingo. He can't do anything, though. He's stuck, and he is going to go down. Durant's out by Mephisto, but the ETC falls. Mephisto trying to do a bunch of damage. The Hogger bringing down the Brightwing. Their healer is dead. The Mephisto might be able to do something without a healer. They still have their Ana, and they still have a Hogger for the front line. The Mephisto might be able to do enough damage that they can guarantee this objective despite losing 2. The Hogger just bouncing back and forth. He does drop. They only need 2. Can the Mephisto get it? They're engaging hard. Oh my goodness. With this wall, I don't think they can jump in. I don't think the Mephisto can get close enough. Oh, they need 1 more. Oh, that is so hard. That is such a hard pill to swallow. But Mnaval, I don't think, can get into a position to stop this. There's the Eternal Feast. Oh, man, the Zul'jin going deep. Oh, they are able to grab it. The ETC diving in, able to get 1 kill to secure the Punisher. Oh, my goodness. That was so close. Match Ready was almost able to push them off to forestall that out, but unfortunately they just had too many skeletons to kill, which means they're a full team and ready to fight with this Punisher. There's the Durance. Oh, it misses, which means they're going to just get this wall. They might be able to get this fort still. That Punisher is still pretty healthy. Looks like they are going to be able to get that fort. Blessed Shield out onto the Zul'jin. He's polymorphed. He can't do anything. There's the giant Mosh! Oh, but he goes down. Zul'jin still throwing out damage. That Punisher is still healthy. Mephisto just throwing out extra damage. That is a fort. So they lost an Orphea, a Brightwing in exchange for an ETC. What a fantastic Mosh. Just back-to-back Mosh plays. Great play. That Punisher is still trucking, dude. It's going to die here, and Mnaval is willing to call that good enough. And they're going to back out and clear these waves. Hogger still just soaking lanes, saying, we good. I got the lane soak. Leoric just waiting for 20. Waiting for 20. And Entombs. That's all he's got. Clear lanes. Mop them up. Wait for those Entombs. Well, he is doing a good job because despite losing all of that, Match Ready is still ahead in experience. That's pretty incredible. Props to the Leoric for keeping them in this game. Because they're going to hit 16 before Mnaval does. We think. This might be a big engage. It looks like they're going to force the issue by trying to take this camp. The stun missed. Which looks like they're going to just let them have this camp. Yeah, Match Ready doesn't want to play. They're going to clear out the bottom camp, and then they're going to rotate up and clear up top camp. And they're fine with that. So no big engage. Leoric, you can't fight a Leoric. He's just going to creepy dance out, and he'll be fine. That is 2 camps pushing mid. Mnaval might try to do something with this. A bunch of damage with the Mephisto. That Leoric is getting low, but with the teleport, he's going to be just fine. Huge engage. Johanna, big stun. There's the 3-man Entomb. Fantastic Entomb. But they're just not dropping. There's the ETC Marsh! Oh my goodness, Leoric's down. The Brightwing is super low, but the ETC does fall for it. Zul'jin's still in a healthy position. The Greymage is a little bit low, but still dishing out the damage. Brightwing is still up. Zul'jin trying to make something happen. Maybe a little bit too far forward, but he does have Tazdingo, so he's still feeling pretty confident. How's his stacks coming along? Let's find out. He's almost done. Really close. And then Zul'jin will start throwing a bunch of axes. There's going to be axes everywhere. Hogger moving up to take this camp. Meanwhile, Match Ready taking their camp. While Orphea clears the lane. Pretty standard stuff. Match Ready is a bit behind. They are missing a top fort. Mnaval has 10 kills versus Match Ready's 6. A lot of all their structures are low. They don't have any walls on any of their forts. So this definitely favors Mnaval for this next objective. Oh, Blessed Shield coming out. Eternal Feast missing. The ETC able to peel, but he's dropping super low. Ana is able to keep him alive. Very well played. That's a lot of ultimates down. Blessed Shield and Eternal Feast down. Those are some pretty long cooldowns, although it's going to be up in another 40 seconds. Not the worst thing. But ETC has his Mosh. If Mnaval can make an engage happen in the next 30 seconds, they're going to be in a really strong position for this next team fight. Hogger, Mephisto, kind of just dancing around. They're waiting for this objective to pop, and there it is. Blessed Shield still down for another 20 seconds. It's going to be up, though, soon. It looks like they're just going to trade. They're going to move up top, clear this camp, maybe push out that fort. Meanwhile, Mnaval's going to take this objective. I don't know that that's the trade that you want. They're going to have to take this fort. Maybe they're just trying to do that so that they don't have to worry about top pushing as hard. I mean, I guess it makes sense. I just don't know that they wanted to give the entire objective for that. I think maybe they could have just cleared the camp and then still contested. I don't know. We'll see how it pays out. This push will determine whether or not that was a good play. Because they do have that which forces the Hogger back to clear. So that's good. They have 4 down here. But that Punisher That Punisher slaps, bro. You can't ignore the Punisher. I mean, against Johanna, it tickles. But, like, against most people, it slaps. Oh, Leora going in for the creepy dance. Trying to find somebody. ETC moving in. They take out that fort. Nice and easy peasy. Jump onto the Johanna. Stunned. Stunned twice. No healing. But there goes the teleport. Massive entomb. And endurance. Oh, my gosh. Mephisto is down. ETC is super deep. Oh my goodness, how is he still alive? These Ana snipes keeping him alive. My goodness, Ana, calm down. That ETC should have died. That ETC should have died. He should be dead. That was a great play by Realistic. Getting those heals onto the ETC when he really needed it. Kept him alive. The Mephisto did go down. But that was not nearly as big as a disaster as I thought it was going to be. Although, here's the engage. Nope, ETC is just going to slide out. He's going to be fine. Alright, they're going to try to force the issue, though. They're going to take this camp. Meanwhile, Brightwing's down here just clearing the lane. That's fine. He's got a teleport. That's the power of the Brightwing, that global presence. They're going to leave that to push. It's going to get cleared out super fast, but they're going to come over here and take theirs next. Hogger's just clearing top lane. Yeah, that Ana, man. It's hit or miss. Quite literally. I mean that as a pun. Because you either hit your shots, and the amount of healing that she can pump out is insane. Or she misses her shots at those clutch, like really hectic moments, and it's the worst possible situation. Because when you really need those heals, they just don't come. Because there's too much going on, or the Ana gets stunned, or whatever. But when she's landing her shots, man, it's so... Blessed shield onto the Ana! Oh no, that Ana is just dropping! You can't heal from that far forward, Ana! My god, I was just busy complimenting you. You're not supposed to die when I compliment you, Ana. That was not the play. Oh, fantastic engage by Match Ready. They saw the Ana. She was going for that cheeky sleep and got absolutely punished for it with the Entomb and that Blessed Shield. Great play by MR Teal. He saw that Ana and said she's out of position. Threw the shield, threw the ult, said screw it, we're engaging. And it absolutely worked out. That Ana died immediately. No chance of survival. It is a best of 3. It is a best of 3 to my knowledge, unless I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure it's a best of 3. Yeah, okay, thank you. I'm glad somebody came in and was like, yes, it's best of 3. Because that's what I thought. That's what I assumed this entire time. And if it was not, this would have been a bit awkward. But it looks like Match Ready is going to take their camp. Mnaval's going to take their camp. We're back to a reset. This is still anybody's game. 8 kills on Match Ready, 10 kills on Mnaval. Ults are up. We're ready to fight. This is going to be a big fight up somewhere in here. They're just waiting for objective, though. Okay, it's going to be mid. This is a close match. Oh, the stun on the ETC. The Eternal Feast. Oh, he can't do anything. He just goes down. He still has Entomb. The Leoric still has Entomb. Here comes Endurance. Big CC on Match Ready. Oh, the Brightwing heals, but it doesn't matter. So much damage. My goodness, the Leoric drops, the Johanna drops. The Brightwing's in a scary position. The Hogger's going deep, but the Orphea does kill the Hogger. Hogger went a little bit too deep, but with the Mephisto, oh my gosh. Mephisto's just dumping the deeps. They can't heal through that. I thought that the Durance was going to be completely negated by the Brightwing and that Emerald. It's not an Emerald Win. It's like Dream or something. I forget what it's called. But it's the big AoE cleanse. It's a really good heal if you take the right talent for it. Which I don't think he did, actually. Anyways, it's a fantastic, like, counter to Mephisto's Durance, right? So he got it off, and it just didn't matter. Mephisto did so much damage. The Ana, though, getting engaged with that Silence Entomb. The Eternal Feast on top of it, but the Mephisto's just throwing down another great Durance. That is a dead Orphea. Tazdingo Zul'jin doing a lot of damage and is able to clutch the kill. Holy crap, that Zul'jin is slapping! Match Ready just drops to a Zul'jin that Tazdingos and throws axes. What a fantastic position for that Zul'jin to be in. He just said, yes, I will fight, and just starts throwing those axes, man. What a fantastic fight from Mnaval. They turned that fast. So this puts them into a fantastic position. This Punisher is still super healthy. Arcane Punisher is a bit hard to deal with, so expect a lot of damage as soon as it jumps on, although Johanna, again, just tickles Johanna. Johanna don't care. But this is absolutely going to be a key for Mnaval. I don't see how this is... Yeah, that's a key. Which puts Match Ready into on the back foot. They still have 16 seconds before this Greymane comes back. The only saving grace is that Ana is dead. They did kill the Ana. So they don't have a healer. They don't have the sustain. But it almost doesn't matter. With this Punisher this healthy, they can just do whatever they want. Although they are going to back out. All right, they're going to make the safe play. Now the Greymane's up. They're going to back out. Yeah, that's a good call. I think that's the correct call. They need the Ana there to back them up with the heals. Make sure they stay healthy before they can make anything else happen. I think they were thinking about coming up for this keep, but they wisely backed out just in time. So Match Ready going to try to push out these lanes. Soothing Mist, that's what it is. Thank you. It's not Emerald Wind. Yeah, it was Soothing Mist. Soothing Mist is such a strong counter to Mephisto Durance. Like, it's insane. It cleanses everybody, and there's a talent that you can take where it heals them as well. It's absolutely obnoxious how much you can counter it. It's like, oh, I'm going to do a bunch of damage. Brightwing's like, oh, no, you're not. Just kidding. Everybody is free to move as they please and is full health. But the Mephisto with that 20 upgrade is going to start doing a lot of damage with those shields. Blessed Shield coming out. ETC just getting melted. Did not stand a chance. Oh, the Silence Entomb on the Mephisto. He's not going anywhere. But with the Ana heals, no, it is not enough. The Mephisto goes down. Oh, Leoric's still trying to move up, make something else happen. Zul'jin's getting slowed. The Ana, not the fastest hero in the world. Zul'jin's just going to turn around and say, no, you don't want to fight this. Get out of here. The rest of his team, oh, they're trying to clear this camp. Okay, that's what's happening. They're taking core damage because of the catapult, so they had to back out. Meanwhile, down here, Hago's getting super low. Oh, the Johanna is able to snag him, and with that Brightwing heal, they're going to be just fine. Yeah, no, he didn't get the extra heal on the Brightwing, but it's when you do get it against something like Durance, it's insane. And it might have made the difference in that fight, to be perfectly honest, because even though he cleansed the entire Durance in that team fight top, there just wasn't enough healing, and the Mephisto just did too much damage. But enough about that. Back to the actual game. Match Ready, pushing in, going for the aggressive play, taking their camp. I mean, they're in a position to do it. They killed the Hogger. They killed the Mephisto. Looks like they want more. They might want to try to take this wall. Looking at the keep. They do have to worry about this mid lane. They haven't taken a fort. They haven't taken anything in mid lane. Which means catapults. Oh, there's a Silence Entomb on the ETC. Eternal Feast. Oh, he's just barely alive. The Durance onto Match Ready. Lots of damage. Greymane is low. But I think they're going to just walk out. Oh, fantastic. That ETC got so low. He was in like single digits health. Very, very close. But the Ana is able to keep him alive. Which means that was a lot of ults. And Mnaval didn't use anything. They still have Mosh. They still have Tez Dingo. They still have Hogger's ult. They have everything that they need to ensure that they get this objective. That puts Mnaval into a very strong position. Match Ready probably going to fall back, take this camp. That's all. They have to push out lanes. Like, they have to respond to this. They have to respond to this. They need to take this camp just so something's pushing. ETC's going to... Yeah, he's just going to play super forward and anchor for the team. They're going to clear this camp. They still have all their ults. Although, here comes the engage. Big damage on the ETC. He drops. Durance comes in to stop. But the Silence Entomb on the Ana, on the Mephisto. They're taking a ton of damage. Johanna, Leoric going deep. Leoric's getting really low, and he does drop. Hogger's on the back line trying to disrupt people. Johanna getting super low. The Mephisto doing a ton of damage. Johanna drops. Hogger's getting low. He's doing damage. The Greymane drops. The Brightwing drops. The Orphea goes down. Mnaval just absolutely team wipes him with the Zul'jin Hogger Mephisto damage. Just proves to be too much. They say ETC's dead. It doesn't matter. We just do so much damage. You're all going to die anyways. And they're going for it. They're trying to get a 2-0 victory. They're going to just rush core, and they're in the perfect position. They have 2 catapults. They can't do anything. This is game. This is absolutely game. That is a dead core. Fantastic match 2. Oh, what a fun game. What a fun series. I'm kind of sad we don't get a third one, but that was a fantastic 2-game. Well played, Mnaval, coming in with a 2-0 victory at the first game of Season 11 NGS. Fantastic play by both teams. Oh man, that was a great series. Let's pop it over to the game summary. There we go. See, that one works. What a series. Okay, let's analyze it a bit. So Mnaval, what was his final stacks at? Can I see it from here? Oh, I can't see it. That sucks. I don't know what his stats were. But he was absolutely slapping. And in the end there, with the Mephisto and the Zul'jin just absolutely throwing out the damage, there was just nothing that they could do. The Brightwing just couldn't keep up with the healing. The Leoric and the Johanna tried to go super deep, tried to get into the backline. Hogger just immediately jumped into the backline of Match Ready and just disrupted everything that they were trying to do, leaving the Johanna and the Leoric kind of secluded from the rest of the team. And then the Zul'jin Mephisto just absolutely started clapping. Fantastic games by both teams. MVP this time, that's a hard one. I want to say ETC, the only Navi, just because he had at least 3 very solid moshes against a Johanna. That is not easy. Against a Brightwing Johanna, that is not an easy task, and he absolutely made some clutch ETC moshes that put them into a very strong position to win some of the later battles and clutch the series. Well, there you go, guys. That was a fantastic match. I don't really know how to wrap it up. I guess I could do... I wonder if I can get somebody in to do, like, an interview. That would be cool, right? I've never done an interview. That sounds exciting. Let's see if we can find somebody. Who was the team captain for Mnaval? Oh, shoot. We'll pose the question. We'll see if anybody responds. Yeah, Mephisto Zul'jin late game is just hard to deal with. Those were great games. That was very exciting. There was spit flying from my mouth. I was so excited. Those team fights, hard to keep up with, but oh, they were exciting. Those are great games. That was a lot of fun. I had a blast. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did, because I enjoyed the shit out of it. And yeah, expect more casting in the future. I'm hopefully going to get my shit fixed with some help from Himibo and Just Key. Shout out to you guys. Thanks for the help, guys. Helped me out a bunch. So I'll get my stuff fixed, overlays adjusted and whatnot, familiarize myself a little bit more with some of the quick commands. And actually, we will probably try to get Thundercats, my boy Thundercats, from Boogans Forever to try and come and do some co-casting. So hopefully in the future, we're going to have some pretty good quality casts in the future. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, man, I enjoyed it. That was a blast. I'm not seeing anything from Mnaval, so I think I missed that opportunity, and honestly, I didn't see the name of the captain. Shoot. Alright. That's okay. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I was really, like, honestly, like, the interview, the main thing I wanted to ask was why they were banning Abathur every game. Why do they hate slugs? I just want to know the reason. That's the only reason I want to interview. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, you'll definitely see me around. I had too much fun to not do more casting. So, next week I'll probably sign up for some more on the weekends. I'm probably just gonna go for like 1, maybe 2s here and there. Just kind of start out a little slow. I'm not looking to like cast every night or anything just yet. So, we'll start out slow, but definitely expect some more casting. So, Hey, the only Navi. Yo, dude, does somebody from your team want to do like an interview or something? It's gonna be like super cash and a little bit awkward because I don't know what I'm doing. But yo, if you want an interview, I got some questions. I got some questions. If not, that's cool too. Oh, I didn't update the thing. Let me update the thing. Bop. There we go. 2-0. Would love to. Fantastic. Well, I'm going to hop over into one of the NGS channels. I'm going to hop over into... Ooh, that one might be locked. The chatter? I think that's public. I'm going to just hop into lobby number 1, so send somebody over when you're ready. I do have to adjust something because I don't think I have the audio source. Whoops. Hey, how's it going? Okay, so give me just a sec, because the stream cannot hear you, so I don't want to be talking to myself. So let me add you real quick. Pop. And this is going to be this one. Okay, try saying something.
Hello. Hey.
Okay, cool. Can you guys hear him all right? Sound good? I think that should be good. I get some positive bars on the sound.
Sweet.
All right, I'm gonna assume we're good. All right, so first question. This is a very important question. It's been bugging me the entire time I've been casting these games. Why do you guys hate Abathur? Is it the slug thing, or like what's the reason?
That's a really good question. Well, for one, our team coordinator Rise, who does all of our comps, like really does a great job with everything on the team. He absolutely hates Abathur. He's just I mean, and the thing is, like, it's valid too. Abathur has such a unique play style and introduces like a powerful like alternate for like a soul lane or whatever. Um, we really respect Abathur as a character. The other thing is is one of our guys, realistic, sucks a lot with Abathur, so we just don't like seeing it at all. To be honest.
So you guys kind of ruined it a little bit because this is the first
Yeah.
match of the season, and you just told all of your opponents that you're going to be banning Abathur every single game. You don't have Abathur as a pocket.
You know what?
So
they were gonna figure it out anyway.
You kind of screwed that one up a little bit. Okay, so my next question is, the other team, Match Ready, really prioritized that Orphea Eternal Feast combo. In the first game, they comboed it with the Maiev with the Warden's Cage. In the second game, they comboed it with the Leoric Entomb. What was your mindset when you guys were in draft? Did you see that coming in the first game? And if so, what were some of your what your thought process was? Was that Leoric a hard counter? Because that's what happened, right? Like the Leoric absolutely countered the Maiev in that first game, and you guys crushed it. But was that your mindset at the beginning, or did you guys kind of like fall into that and be like, "Oh, hey, this works"? Like, what was your draft logic going into that?
I think the Leoric was definitely a pick to counter that Maiev. We knew as soon as we hit level 20, I mean, Maiev diving in like that, it's going to be rough against a level 20 Leoric for sure. That we knew straight up. And then we also picked up the Deathwing. I mean, just having a permanent unstoppable is pretty killer against that kind of a team.
Deathwing doesn't care.
Yeah, exactly. No, absolutely. So we sort of fell into it towards the end there, but yeah, Leoric we took that to counter.
Okay. So what about in the second game? Because they actually did the same thing with the Entomb. Did you guys see that one coming, and what was your mindset for that?
So our mindset for that, we actually had our Ana take away slows and roots instead of the stuns for the Blessed Shield, because we knew that that was probably going to be more of an issue. So we took that, and then I think honestly, I think they drafted really well that second game, like you said, picking up that Leo. honestly, it boils down to just like our DPS killed it that game.
Yeah,
They
absolutely.
absolutely killed it.
Absolutely. Yeah, that was one of
I
the
mean,
things I was commenting in the last fight when I can't remember who on your team died, but it was down to just Zul'jin, Mephisto, Ana. I think Hogger, he either died right at the end or he was doing damage in the back line. I don't remember. But the
uh,
Mephisto Zul'jin just clapped and just
it was
absolutely destroyed
incredible.
everybody. It was fantastic to watch.
Oh, it was so awesome to see. Actually, I died, so I got the full, front row seat of
So
everything.
you're just sitting
But
back and watch.
yeah, exactly. It was so cool to see these guys come together.
Yeah.
It was great. Yeah.
Fantastic. All right. One other question that I have. So I
Hmm.
I did cast. You guys were gracious enough to let me attempt my first attempt at casting one of your scrims against Bugans Forever.
Oh, that's
Um,
right. Yeah.
yeah. So I watched that match, and I think they took victory 2-1 in that scrim that you
Hmm.
guys were playing. And one of the questions that I have that I'm always really curious about is how teams prepare for these tournaments like NGS. So
Uh-huh.
what were some of the things that you guys took from like your early practices? Like what were the weaknesses that you were trying to focus on a team to improve on to get ready for these matches? I mean, whatever it was, it obviously worked because you guys killed it.
Right.
But what were some of
Yeah.
the things that you guys were focusing on?
That's actually a really good question because that's something that we discussed heavily after that best of three. One of the things that we worked on was just solo lane practice. We literally spent like an hour to 2 hours just throwing our solo lane in possible scenarios, throwing ganks at them, just going into custom matches and really grinding it out and perfecting that playstyle.
Hmm.
Um, the other thing that we did was work on a lot of combos, so like ETC, Hanzo, or what have you.
Hmm.
We spent a lot of time trying to refine some of the weaknesses that we had there, and one of the weaknesses also is, before I forget, was draft. So we
Okay.
we actually practiced drafting good teams into certain team compositions and so on and so forth.
Okay.
Um, yeah,
Makes sense. Sounds good.
yeah.
Last question.
Uh-huh.
Cho'Gall, future matches. Yes, no.
Cho'Gall future matches. That is a controversial subject on our team.
It's
Let
a
me tell
simple
you
question.
that.
It's a yes no question. That's all it is.
um, I'll respect your yes no question. No.
Okay, no Abathur, no Cho'Gall, and heaven forbid an Abathur and a Cho'Gall in the same match. All right.
Oh, good lord.
Do you have any shout outs or anything else you'd like to say? Now's the stage is yours. Take it away, dude.
Thanks. No real shout out. I mean, I just want to shout out Rise. Like he's been killing it for our team. He has like a Twitch channel, I think, and he streams every now and then. But Sire is just he killed it today. So that's it.
Awesome. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate your time. Those were two fantastic games to watch. If you go back and watch the casted version of it, please forgive me in that first match. I had some technical difficulties because I'm a dumb scrub, but we figured it out and I had a blast. So I hope you guys enjoy it. So thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate it too. Thanks for casting.
Yep. Later. Bye.